Hey guys, what's up? Today we're actually doing another requested video. Woo! No, but seriously guys, I'm actually really glad for this because it's nice when people get involved and tell me what they want to see. Because sometimes I'll be like going through the champs, like I'll be like, who should I be? Who should I be? And like when you guys tell me, it's like, yeah, it makes me feel nice and warm inside. So today I am playing Olaf in the top lane. So let's see. So we have Jungle Maokai, mid Twisted Fate, top Olaf, ADC Graves, and support Sona. Doesn't have a skin. Aw. I didn't really remember, but we have a enemy mid Teemo, top Wukong, ADC Twitch, support Soraka, and Rek'Sai in the enemy jungle. So apparently a new Teemo skin's coming out, if you guys have heard about that. That's pretty cool. And people were making references to Five Nights at Freddy's with it, because it was actually on a video camera, like a Five Nights at Freddy's, and it was really kind of creepy oriented, because Teemo's actually a killer. Apparently he likes, his whole theme is he switches it off and becomes a killer at the night. So, wait. Okay, he put that thing there. I don't know why, but sure, why not? Ugh. Look at this axe range. I can throw it here, and be like, whoop. It would be so funny if it didn't go flying and just kind of went stuck there right next to me. So let's see, killing a minion disables the passive. What? Huh? Yeah. So I'm wondering if he was talking about this item, because apparently killing a minion disables the passive for a short while. Okay, I'm gonna go crazy on this thing. Punch in the face. Punch in the face. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wait, and then just throw my axe one last time and go to lane. So I'm against the Wukong, so I have to be careful, and I guess he wanted to be careful too, because he went for the flash build. I was hoping to do that last minion, but I'm afraid of the Wukong because I have low mana. Just doing that to make sure I get it, but I'm already no mana. Wukong has 3 farm to my 2. Come on. Okay. So he got me. I'll admit that. And yep, I'm going to have a hard lane here, because Wukong's just going to be beating me. I probably should have gotten the Durin's shield, but no one ever accused me of making smart decisions in my life. And I missed that. I was hoping to get it, but seems like I missed it. So I'm just going to slam him down with that. Get some damage down on him. He's still a little ways ahead, but I should be completely fine, because this doesn't take mana, so I should be able to use it. It's going to take a little bit of health, but that's all. And it actually does a lot of damage for the health that it does take, so I'm completely satisfied with it. Okay, so I got them both with it. That's good. And he's already level 3. Okay, so I actually missed him. Okay, and you guys see that does pretty nice, well-rounded damage, and I just have to let go and farm now, because, okay, so Rek'Sai's here. So I didn't really think he'd be coming up and revealing himself. Got it. Okay, guys, and this, I think, yeah, this helps me get health back, so I'm going to just go ahead and get this. Okay, so actually he got a lot of damage on him, so that's pretty good. Okay, and I went ahead and got that, but now I'm super low, so I have to be backing now. Dude, I actually kind of probably screwed myself if I'm not careful, because Rek'Sai we know is in the area. And I'm gonna go get this up for lifesteal, I guess, benefits. Go ahead and get a ward now and get some more health pots. And just teleport back up so I don't miss much farm. So we're actually equal in farm. And I think right now we're equal in levels. So I'm just going to go ahead and break their lungs. And I have an excellent display of animosity. Let's see. Come on. Yep. Nope. I missed, guys. But next time I might not be in the area. What? So I went ahead and did damage. Gotta dodge the damage from the clone. See if I can't just get the minion with that. And I am actually pretty decent at farming. At least I believe so. And I missed that, sadly. No. Okay, dodge that, and you guys saw Rek'Sai was back. He stepped out of the bush momentarily. Mistake, Rek'Sai, I'm not blind. And I'm actually being the Wukong in farm, apparently. But I still should be somewhat careful, I guess. Just make sure he's not coming up from behind. So I'll throw my axe in this bush. And yep, he's left. So that's pretty good. So he's not toppling at the moment. And you guys see that little... So, I don't know what that was about. Dang it, I wanted that. Let's see. Gonna throw that down at him. And I think with one blast of the turret, maybe, just maybe I should be able to... Nope, it took two. So I'm getting some farm. We're equal. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make that, because the whole top lane like premises is farm is really important. So I actually did quite a bit of damage there, and now I can pop my potion, and he's popping, I guess, nothing. I would have assumed he would pop his flask for this, but I guess he probably doesn't have as much to worry about, and apparently he's here now. I don't know if it's warded actually, so he's actually going pretty hard for it. And Wukong is just gonna get away. Gonna pop this again, get some health back, so I can use this, my E, without any problem. And leveling my E might help later on, but for now it's probably best that I don't. It's kind of like last minute farming almost at this point. I don't want to like go too hard on it. Okay, I missed him, I guess, but not a bad thing. And I should be able to get out just fine. Winning in farm because he had it back for that moment, and I should focus now on... dang. Let's see if I can't help somehow. Come on, all you gotta do is survive. Okay, so someone on our team is teleporting in. Okay, just gonna take that. That's my tax for saving his life, although maybe Twisted Fate wanted it. But we saved his life. The dives. I don't know if that was technically a dive. Huh. What you want now? What you want now? So I actually do a lot more damage in this form, but it's also... I was afraid that he was going to ult me, so now I don't have it, but it's a pretty short cooldown, but it makes it so that I cannot be crowd controlled for a portion of the next 6-8. Okay. I remove all disables. I guess that might not exactly help with knockups, but I'm not sure, and I was terrified, guys. Don't blame me for doing that like a coward. Come on, I want this. Oh, what? So I should be just fine to get this. And I leveled up my W's for obvious reasons, because of course it's going to help me kind of keep my health up when I'm farming these waves. And getting all that health would be nice. But now that my teleport is back up, never mind, I'll do V. That means like, that's almost like take backs, I guess. I don't know. It's like V, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to go ahead and get more Q treads, because, no, wait, I have my ult, so that might not be the best idea. So I'm just going to go get basic defense boots, I guess. My first item should be a Ravenous Hydra, I assume, because that will definitely help with farming, and getting some extra lifesteal, not only with my passive. Right now I have 13, but let me just show you. Now I have 31. So, to be quite honest, it'll help me survive pretty much a heck lot worse than a Wukong. And I just have to kind of survive. So, this basic ability to just kind of like auto attack and get back my health is something that's really strong, Olaf, especially since I have my E, which will take health from me. And he can't do much damage to me anymore, because if you guys saw, I'm actually pretty strong at this moment. Come on, survive, survive, survive. All I have to do is focus on surviving. And yeah, Wukong is sort of a hard laning opponent, especially because he has all that much like poke, get in and get out kind of stuff. Because that's what he uses his clone for, basically. he goes in and attacks you with his moves, and then he just kind of backs off. So now that I'm out, he probably feels free to. It's almost like he can back for free, and without having to teleport into lane, which is a good thing for him because he can save it for perhaps endeavors like getting the dragon and such. So that's probably why he's taking it. So let's see right now. It's 3-2. I have 1 kill, and Timo and Rek'Sai have kills. So we gotta be careful there. Yeah, Trisfay actually has 2 kills somehow. I haven't been paying too much attention because actually top is supposed to be like an island. If you guys didn't know that, that's technically what they call it. It's almost like you're almost like kind of like forget about the other lanes and just kind of like go all out on your lane. But I don't have a lot of I don't have like a superior amount of damage to him. And you see like he takes damage, but then he uses clones to get out. So it's kind of hard to like do anything. And I have like my this right now, so I actually can go ahead and heal up pretty immensely all the life that I lose. And I lost that, and Rek'Sai's coming in. It's a good thing that I saw him, because that probably would have ended badly if I didn't. And now he's here in the top lane. Still, I'm going to check for any wards, and then perhaps do this. Just walk away now. Nothing left to lose, and throw in my axe. Gonna attack that even though it's probably his clone. I kind of expected that, sadly. I guess that's a little bit of health he took from me, but it's not much anything at all to worry about, so I don't really give too much care to that. And I'm gonna get a lot of health back just from auto attacking these, so I don't have to be too afraid. And you can already tell, like, the fact that he almost like just disappears for a second is a sign that he's gone completely cloned. And I'm definitely getting my butt kicked. So you see, I don't know how I'm actually losing. I mean, like, I should be doing some damage, but I don't understand why I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. So hopefully we can sort of change that up a bit. But I do have a lot of lifesteal. Like, that is a lot of lifesteals if you guys don't know, especially when I use my W. So I guess that's probably why, actually, in the end, because I'm leveling up my W instead of anything else, and that just gives me lifesteal, I guess, instead of the health bonuses. So that's kind of what I will assume. If I leveled up my W, perhaps, instead. And he probably, like, backed off, or he went in this bush. Well, he might be trying to jump me, so I want to check. I didn't check that bush. Want to make sure that he isn't there. And Wukong is now there. So let's see if I can't go in and help. I would just say we should back off. Or we could get caught out. But I should probably be able to get out. And he should probably, if he isn't going to go too hard for me. And I guess I reacted a little slowly, but he probably would have survived if Timo didn't come. And I feel bad about that, but there wasn't much I can do. I'll be back. Why you gotta help when no one there? Gotta kill the healer first. So let's see. We have to focus on sort of shutting down the people who are in charge, and that's kind of Timo. He's getting a little bit in charge, but that's because he has so much sustained damage because his poison. He's a very strong mid laner. Like, I didn't build him like too much damage oriented when I played him, but when he's damage oriented, his poison is just tears through you like it's nobody's business. So I'm gonna actually like try to put some more power into my E next to get all that damage. I'm just gonna throw my axe to get the axe to get that. So I'm actually still farming pretty well. See if I can't just get some damage down on him, but I can't because I don't have too much damage anymore after that like beginning. Okay, so if I hit him with that axe, that would have been so much better. I'm gonna say he's gone for the moment. We don't want him to like do anything with the team, especially because he has his teleport. Okay, and he already has his Raveners, so he does have a big advantage. So it's nice that Maokai's been trying to gank for me, and he died in last game, and it wasn't anything like his fault. So it's kind of sad because it would have been so much better if we could have gotten that off successfully, but there wasn't much we could do there. But I can heal myself up, so any little bit of poke he has, I can take. And I'll soon be able to deal it back when I get more damage items and I get more relative points in my damaging skills instead of my sustain skill. But I knew Wukong would be a hard opponent to fight, so that's one of the reasons why I went for it. So that's kind of why I felt like I should have gone for a little bit more sustain, I guess you could say. How did Teemo get so many kills? I don't know. He probably killed the mid lane, but our mid lane isn't doing too bad. He is getting some kills. Oh, and he's roaming. Roams? Was he leaving lane? I mean, if me and Sona don't know about it, it's kind of hard to imagine that he roamed. But I guess he did. But roaming kind of signifies that he left mid lane, but Sona is in the bot lane, and I'm in the top lane, so if none of us really saw him there, I almost question the fact that he could have roamed, but you guys might be watching and paying more attention to the map than I, so he must be leaving, and that might be some of our junglers' deaths, because if our jungler has died a few times, and he's here. Get out of my lane, Teemo. Of course, I should probably think about backing off. Okay. And I just died pretty easily. So I knew I should have backed off, guys, but you guys know the greed. There's this kind of thread of greed where I'm like, if I don't back off, maybe I can take one down with me, but I couldn't even do that. And I wasted my flash for it, so sadly, guys, there wasn't much I can do. Teemo was too strong. Wukong did a lot of damage himself, but just Teemo attacked me once, and that pretty much killed me in the ignite. But I'm only 1-1, guys, so I have to admit that I haven't been doing the greatest job, and I should definitely turn that around. So let's see. I'm going to try going to be with my team. Gonna go in from behind. Okay. So let's see if I can't just get anything done. So I'm here now. Sadly, I didn't get much done there. I was too far away. Okay, so there's some kind of ward here. Okay, there was actually a shroom. So I did some damage. Okay, so we should be able to take the Twitch just fine if we do this correctly. And I would be careful, especially on the Graves part. So close. So that's why Olaf's actually pretty strong, especially when he gets off his ult and his W's, and he's constantly being able to attack Twitch. So close. I almost had my meal. I was gonna feast upon him. He was gonna be a tasty, succulent meal, fit for me. But it seems like I think they should be able to take him out if, you know, the whole Wukong didn't come in thing. But okay, he's definitely got him out. Hopefully he doesn't get killed by the Wukong and everyone else coming in, including the red buff apparently. Why, red buff? Why have you attacked us? So I'm just gonna step back a little bit. But, I mean, if we are careful. Dang it. So there's a ward here. There's definitely a ward here because he was able to auto me within the bush, which totally wouldn't have been able to happen if he didn't if he wasn't there in like sight range. Come on. Nah. So apparently we were probably going in and dying one by one. So that's a bad thing. But we did get Twitch, but Twisted Face should have just left. So let's group better. Because you see, the Twitch got me, but if the Graves had maybe turned around as soon as the Twitch kind of like started going on me, I died once in lane. I didn't feed, guys. You guys know that I didn't feed. He killed other people, not me. And I said when he was out of lane, whenever he was out of lane, I pinged it. You guys know that. I only died once in lane. You guys know my alibi is true. And I almost got him. Here, I'm gonna admit this, that if I popped my Ravenous Hydras, it would have been a different story, because that little last bit of damage that I did need to take them down, take down the Wukong, because I had him running. If I was able to get off it, that little last bit of damage would have been in my Hydras. I probably could have won. Okay, I got him. Some damage on him. Kind of want to get in for another Q, but you don't want to get hit yourself. So let's see. I was hiding. So if we definitely catch someone, we can like definitely do a lot of catches. And come on. Okay, so one thing I don't know about is why our team just completely turned on its heel. We could have been focusing maybe Rek'Sai or Twitch. We had no focus. I'm just gonna say that now. Come on, Maokai, survive. Just run. Nope, just back off the turret. You can save it, and I guess this might turn out pretty bad for us guys at this point, but we did have a good game. I told you it was there. We had no focus basically. We shouldn't have, like, our team kind of like tried turning on the Teemo, but we had this whole enemy line in front of us. And I was gonna kill the Wukong, but sadly, I mean really sadly, guys, that the Sona got him with her Q. So that kill that probably would have been much better on me. And I mean, it really would have done much more wonders for my score than his. Make sure there's nothing there. Don't want them to fully know we're there. Okay. So, sweep. Sweep this area. Okay, we need to like sweep. Okay, yep. So they know we're here, so that's a little tricky, because if they know we're here, there's a lot they could do to kind of have something take us out. So you guys see, like, I have a lot of survivability here, especially with my ult. So I'm gonna say we should just peel off and get on the dragon. They are down 2 members. Including their jungle. There's no way they should be able to take this from us. So I'm just gonna go ahead and auto attack and get healed up basically, because that should be actually like perfectly fine. And we're all done here. We didn't even have to like use our smite on that. That was a clear-cut advantage for us, and that was good for us. And now we shouldn't be too overly confident. We should take out some of these burrows so Rek'Sai can't just come in. And we should kind of focus on other lanes. I'm just gonna say we should definitely take out the top turret, because they already have all 3 of our first turrets out, so we're gonna need to like stay back. And don't fight that so readily. Okay, guys, just run. I'm just saying they should just run, because there's no way we can fight that now. They've kind of like on the beginning edge, so fighting that now would just be foolish, I guess you could say. Don't go in. I'm gonna go teleport just to help defend the turret, because we should be able to at least defend it. So he uses ult, and I did some damage to, I guess, his clone. Twitch flashed and carried me with him. I was trying to peel for Graves. So, okay, at this point, we definitely have to be careful. We don't want to lose this turret. Okay, so farming should be fine, but we definitely should be careful. Make sure there's no Teemo shrooms. And they have 2 wards, actually. So we took him out just fine. We should definitely be careful because Graves is going to be chased by the Teemo. So don't continue running that way. He should have. That's going to be a pincer maneuver. But we can actually go ahead and make use of that because they know we're behind here because Graves turned back on us. Okay, so we took him down quite easily. And that ended up how we got it. I had a flash for that almost. Okay. So I'm going to go back now and defend top lane, apparently. So I guess I'll go top. Care. Mid. They're back up. They're up again. Just let them know because you almost have to like focus on now. Like they're all up so they can rush to defend, and that's something that we don't want. And let's see, since we definitely, I need to think right now. I want to get maybe the Triforce, but let me think about it. Because right now we do need some defense, so I want to get almost like something that has good health and something that has good damage, like the Black Cleaver, I guess. So hopefully I can kind of turn this around a bit, or at least turn this around, because I'm going to be like Bruiser. I can't, like, I'm a fighter, I'm a Bruiser. Well, this guy, Maokai, should be our tank. He should be able to defend lane for, be like the squishy sponge for our team. So this should be pretty much a fine thing. Now it's our 3. I thought it was our 5, but shows what I know. And I probably didn't need to use it there, but who cares? I'm Olaf. I do what I want when I want. So let's give you a quick rundown of Olaf's main bread and butter, I guess. I gain passively armor and I remove all disables for myself. Meaning I can like go in there and like continuously chase. They can't slow me, they can't stun me. And knockups still affect me, whether or not they do, I do not know. So I'm going to assume that they still affect me, and that's the smart thing to do about it, you know? Okay, so our team is a little misguided there. We should have switched to going after the Teemo, I guess. Going right on the Soraka, we shouldn't focus Soraka. Twitch, Wu, and Teemo need to die first. That was our first problem. As you guys saw, like, the Graves used his ult and stuff, and like they kind of like moved more towards that. Like, after we took down the Twitch, I was in a bad place, and I died pretty fast because I don't have any armor. That's why I wanted to think about building the Randurins. So drag's in about a minute, so we have to focus on that too, because that will also help us win, actually. Having these objectives, like I've said, kills don't mean anything. They're up 15 kills, and we actually do really good in a team fight. Now they have another turret for us, so we should focus on trying to push a bit more, because they're ahead in objectives and whatever. But at this point in the game, like, if we can get like objectives and get what needs to be kind of like gotten, we should be like perfectly fine. So I'm just saying we should think about other things than just getting that. We need turrets. Okay, that's definitely warded. Or not, I don't know. It's hard to tell. But it looks like the Twitch just kind of went invisible. So everyone else is coming up. So that's his clone, I guess. Graves. Graves. We could have turned. So I was like there only on the prospect that I was thinking that me and the Graves could have taken out the Wukong together. But he kind of like backed out, which in its own way I guess is some kind of strategy, but I mean, if we turned on the thing and then focused the Rek'Sai, we surely should have won. Like, the Rek'Sai has some damage, I guess, but he's more the tank side of a bruiser. So we could have totally have taken him out after we got the Wukong out. We would have been able to take the Rek'Sai out without a problem. And that's the whole problem with our plan. That was like the number one biggest problem. We needed a plan that was better than just sitting there and running. One of us was fighting, one of us was running. Okay, so I'm gonna flash out here. I need to kind of like stick around on the outside of the fight. Teemo shouldn't be able to take me out, but yeah, if we kite. I was gonna say, but right now, like, Maokai needs to focus on kind of like initiating without dying, but I don't think it's his fault that he died. It's kind of really hard at this point to actually like get off a good initiation. Okay, good, we got Teemo, that's good. I got him down pretty low after, well, our team got him down pretty low and I ran onto pretty much the Wukong and I found his clone. You guys serious? So right now we lost a few people, but we did get 2 of them, and I guess he might have stuck around a bit longer than desired. But right now they shouldn't know we're here, and that was on the Rek'Sai scream, meaning that he uses ult. Sorry guys, I thought you were gonna follow me in. So I guess we ended up kind of getting our butts handed to us. So I go and use this, and I'm just gonna farm for now. Let's see, the Wukong has 151, so you see the Wukong has a lot of kills, but if I can catch up and farm at least, we should be fine. He's got almost full build, but I've also got a decent way to my build. So I want to kind of like stick around here for a bit. I was going to say and farm, but that's not going to work out too well now, is it? Okay. So I wasted my ult a little bit, but hopefully we can go ahead and take out the Wukong. And Wukong is dead. So I got out the Teemo, and I should be able to take out the other guys if I don't die. And I died, of course, but I don't know if they can like kind of turn on the Rek'Sai. I feel like Maokai, if he tanks for him. Okay, no, I guess they probably should have just ran, because they did have a lot of people alive on the team, and that left them a little vulnerable for a counterattack. So I'm gonna go get some more health, because I have a lot of strength, but as you guys see, I kind of like fall in and die. Okay, so that Wu, nobody should blame me. He's 12-1. I didn't feed him, guys. We kind of fed him like. We fed him later on in life. He got fed by our team. So you guys have. I'm gonna make excuses for myself. I'm Olaf. I don't give them cares. IDK. No. I don't know, guys. So right now, I think I could like do a decent amount of damage to the Wukong, but he kind of does it more often, and he's quite a bit like he has a few tank stats, I guess you could say. And he's out-leveling me, but I think in a one-on-one fight, I can't do it, but that's why we have a team. We kind of have to, like, focus on fighting together as a team. If we can catch up the Wukong and have Maokai kind of, like, tank for us. Okay, there's no woods here. Okay. We should be careful. They are around this area, so I'm hoping we can, get on them. They shouldn't know that I'm in this bush. At least not really at this moment, unless they are really good guesses. But my team's leaving, so that's kind of bad. Like, I have a feeling that if we actually like, if he stuck around, if my team kind of like stuck around there, like the Maokai, we need him for this fight. So hopefully he can come in. Let's see, anyone on our team? Nope, I'm the only one with teleport. So that teleport what we saw before was probably the whoever. Okay, he got a ward down, but that doesn't help much because we don't see them there, and That means they're probably rotating. They're not no longer in your top lane. They're probably going to focus on either pushing mid lane, or they could even go off and peel off a Baron. And there's a ward there, Wukong. But that could be a bait. He could know there's a ward there. Teemo. Teemo was invisible. Oh my kill. I didn't see the invisible rat. So basically they have two guys that are invisible rats, I guess. You have the rat Teemo and the rat Twitch. The rat called rat named Twitch. This was an actual rat. This one's like a fat hamster. So sadly we're kind of outclassed here, I guess, in terms of fighting. Because Rek'Sai is actually pretty tanky, and Wukong is actually, I don't know if I explained his passive in full. I think I've touched upon it before in previous games, but his passive actually is the more champions that are around him, he gets more armor and magic resist. It's called Stone Skin, or something similar. I want to help fight this, but I can't, which is the worst part when you're like here and you can't do anything. Like the turret isn't even low, it's not like super low, but there's just so many of them and no one else is around. But look at this, guys. All this like extra magic, this lifesteal just does wonders for me. The sad part is Teemo is dude, shut up. I know. I'm just, you don't have to be, it just pisses me off, you guys, when someone's like, it's like I'm not stupid enough to go in there by myself. I'd be careful. Yeah, this is why you don't like run face first into Teemo. Guys, so if you want to see what I did there wrong, I messed up. When I was trying to chase Teemo, but I don't know why I stopped. I don't know why I stopped moving when he put his shroom down. Was it unit collision? But I was like, kind of just like running after him, and if he flashed, and I was planning on Eing him. I mean, killing with my axe, I would have totally let him. He got up there in time, but it was just like really bad there. It didn't work out the way I wanted, guys, and I mean, I had a plan in my head that would have worked, but I don't know. Like, I mean, literally, it made me stop moving. I don't know if I didn't click correctly, or if I accidentally clicked maybe something wrong, guys. You guys might want to look at that, but I clicked like I was expecting to continue running after Teemo. So that's a clone, so attacking it is kind of useless. Okay, so I'm kind of like unable to be slowed. But Teemo isn't. So we should be able to fight Wukong just fine. So I might die here, but hopefully my team can totally take him out. But that should be, obviously, to them a clone. And they need to fight Wukong, not go on someone else. That's the problem here. You have to, like, kind of, like, practice focusing a bit better. And Wukong, if he gets out, it's fine. I would just say back off. Okay. So they need to be careful. Like, Wukong is crafty. Stop. Stop chasing him. That's kind of, like I said, they shouldn't just chase him. It's annoying when people do that, because, I mean, if they're not going to catch him after a short while, there's no point in continuing to chase, and it was obvious what was going on. You could see that they wanted to, like, stall. He was stalling. If they continued chasing, he was probably going to just continue just stalling them. And he actually kind of, like, tried to go after whoever. And the TF, so They should have used that chance to try to actually take him, but it seems like he was able to get away because he actually just has the... He's a tank, right? Well, he's not fully tank, but he's pretty tanky, so he's able to survive these kind of things. Don't take my farm, TF. That's what you get when you ping to me so much. Make sure there's nothing here that they can see us by. But I know he probably got to know at this pings, and I'm not going to do that again, but it's just a real, like, really, like, tedious thing when I'm not, like, it's almost like I almost take it as an insult when I know I shouldn't, but I was getting close to the team because I wanted to, like, remain close if anything would present itself in any way, shape, or form. And checking being smart because they're not on the map, and they probably have already taken it if they're peeling off like that. And I'm just gonna run because at this point we're not gonna be able to fight this. So I'm just gonna run, and I don't know who in our team is still left in that area. Okay, so TF kind of just backed off, but we could have probably, if we walked a little bit more together, taking out the Wukong. Because I actually have a lot of, like I said, health. Now, I have 17 now, and that's just a piece of it. Because now, when I continue, I get 21, so that's almost like 40 for 6 seconds, and my attack speed didn't increase. So increased healing from all sources, and for every 2% of health he is missing. So actually, I'm going to say this isn't something you should do often, because it's a waste of money, but I'm going to just go get different items. Health and magic resist. Spirit Visage is really good on Olaf because it actually increases health, healing, or lifesteal by 20%. So it's actually going to increase the lifesteal that I get by 20%. Like this is 21%, then another 20. Like that is actually like really immense on someone like Olaf. So that's the item I should have gotten next, because I should be building more tanky too now. Like I have damage, I just need to be building tanky. And getting items like the Triforce is just kind of like greedy now, and we don't really have the ability to. We don't have any ability to afford being greedy like that. So I'm gonna take that out. Don't have enough yet. Don't want to. I want to make sure there's nothing warded. If our blue buff is still here, it would be great if I can just go ahead and get it. But I knew it would be here. If it was here, that would have been really amazing. But it seems like Dragon's almost up. And I wonder if we'd be able to get it, but it doesn't seem like our team wants to try. But I'll definitely go in if they plant a ward. No, they didn't even plant a ward. So now they have Baron, and they're getting ahead of us on dragons. Now next is Randuin's Omen, because at this point that's what I need to get. Randuin's Omen will be a very strong item on our team because they have a lot of AD. I didn't mention this before. Like this gives you a lot of magic resist, and that's like for team up, but they actually have like a lot of strong AD characters. And like Sona should just back off at this point. Like he literally should just back off. So let's see, I should be fine here. Like I have quite a minute. So if they go in and Teemo's dead, so I'm gonna just go ahead and back off now, because actually this is a good chance for me to go in. If like they choose to fight this, which it seems like they are. Like I do have a lot of ability to tank, and now I'm gonna back off, and apparently they got me still. And I don't think our team has the ability to fight this, especially because they're being pincered in. So I mean, dang it, like look at that damage. we need to be very careful. And he still died, sadly enough. And that was a clone. So basically, we're just like taking a lot of hits for nothing, and that's really bad of us. And now we need to defend, because now they're too weak. So we need to push off those minions. So we need someone to defend there. So no, we can still win this. It's not hopeless. Stop. So I mean, we still gotta try, guys. We're almost 50 minutes in, and I mean, we're still not losing. Spams W. Perhaps. So let's see. Right now, the biggest threats on the team is Wukong and Teemo. So that's why we do need to think about getting magic resist, I guess you could say. Because it's still important, because the Teemo can rip through our health. Graves need to let us have some farm. I mean, he's not the backbone of this team. He's already got 250. Like, that's the kind of thing you gotta share resources. Not just share kills, but you gotta like share farm and everything. So I mean, that's not really gonna help them too much. And I'm actually just gonna say, like, that's really bad in the poke, because that's a free Banshee's Veil pop, I guess you could say. And there's his favorite tactic, stalling. Now me and both, like, he used his, okay, he's gonna get away no matter what. We just had to almost like scare him off, I guess you could say. And I'm a little afraid for the life of our partner, but that's the thing, you can't get too greedy, especially when you're someone like Twisted Fate who's actually very weak. So, at this point, I'm actually pretty strong, but I shouldn't be too overly confident. Mao. Dude. Don't chase Soraka when I'm trying to help you. Like, that was really bad. Like, I'm not going to say it was his fault. I mean, there is such thing as really hard tunnel vision, and I'm not going to say, like, that made him a bad... but that was just a bad choice, and I mean, I want you guys to realize that. I'm not going to, like, try to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to say I can do better, because I make the same mistakes, but just saying that was okay and all, like, that's not going to slide. Sure, maybe Soraka was almost dead, and getting a kill... And we might not have been able to kill Wukong, but I feel like we had a better chance if we kind of like peeled off, you know, the almost dead support who couldn't do anything to help their team, and kind of go after the someone who was a menace on their team, who was someone we definitely had to watch out for. You know what I mean, guys? But I mean, like, I've done that before, so you shouldn't be like too hard on teammates like that. But you almost gotta like realize what's important, like what you should be doing in certain situations. Like, I did pretty good in lane, I think. I mean, I didn't do great, but I did, like, decent. I didn't die, I didn't feed. I got a kill from roaming once. But, I mean, like, at times like this, I almost had to, like, think about what I could have done to help our team better, instead of, like, things that I did wrong. Like, I kind of stayed top a lot because didn't want to lose my lane to Wukong, I guess. I should have almost like kind of tried better to help other lanes. And let's go talk about ganks with even the jungler. Our Maokai like kind of came top, but when he backed off, and there were times where he stayed a bit too long, and that's something you kind of can't like do, because it just turns out pretty bad for you if you kind of end up doing that. Okay, so they're tailing our blue, or they're trying to ambush at our blue. I have no idea what they're trying to do anymore. Okay, so we got another dragon. That's good. We have to prevent them from getting 5 dragons. That's something we have to really do, because it will be really bad for us if they can get it. So I'm going to stay here and prevent them from pushing, I guess you could say. That is something that's very valuable. I mean, our team shouldn't be going in so hard for these kills and such. because there's not much we can actually gain from it, you know. But if we like, we have to be almost like defensive. And now like the enemy team's pushing. I've got them off top lane for a while, but now I was talking too much and I didn't realize this. Like that was bad on my part, I guess you could say. Kind of like allowing this to happen. But I have to kind of like help them get, kind of like save this. It's over. It's GG. But I feel like you can always turn around. If our team, if I can like almost defend long enough, we should be able to do something here. And that's the thing. Like I shouldn't like value it, like my life over too much, because so basically guys, what you gotta focus on there is what you can learn from this, because I'm gonna say this, one of my mottos is you can learn as much from your opponents and your mistakes as your victories. Okay, no, that came out wrong. You can learn a lot. You can't really learn anything doing anything right, because you did something right and that's good, but you learn more from your mistakes, but you learn even more from your enemies. When you make a mistake and your enemy capitalizes on that, that's something you really learn from. When we went in and like tried to fight the Teemo, like heroes, that's something you don't chase Teemo as an ADC. That's something we can work with. Teemo is a blind, so no matter how much health you have and how much health he has, for a short while he'll be doing the one doing all the damage if you rely on auto attacks. And the thing is, like, Wukong, here's something Wukong did that even though he did a great job, like, that was kind of less than great, and if this was a really closer game, it could have been, like, a defining factor. If you have an item, such as the Banshee's Veil, which has an activation time that can be disabled easily and are better used for disabling in team fights, you shouldn't, like, go and, like, joke around and try to do that, but if you saw what he was doing there, he was trying to bait, like, his team was probably close by, and he probably could have made use of it if he went in on him. So, I guess it's kind of a plus and a bad. You have to almost consider the situation. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If so, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the League of Legends.